Should've stayed home, bitch.
Here, baby. Smoke them.
Gotcha.
Suspect in my sights.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to the first episode of Battlefield Hardline. I am so happy to have this game. I will say that getting back used to it after being away from it for about a month since that beta, a lot has changed. It definitely has been a learning curve for me. This game took me about 2 or 3 days to get used to the way things run, the time to die, how fast you have to make decisions. Because on this game, everything happens in a split second. You need to be able to make a decision on what you want to do, or you're going to die before you even have a chance. There is no hesitation on Hardline. You hesitate, you die. Battlefield, you can hesitate like, wait, was that an enemy? I'll turn back to my dragon and killing these guys. No, you better give that guy you thought you saw some attention, especially if he's extremely close. So I thought I'd take the hardest route that I could find. At first, whenever I tried using my little support, or the enforcer as it's called on here, I didn't have too much luck. Guns had very, very weak control. Control is the stability of the weapon on this game. In other words, when you shoot it, you have a hard time controlling the gun because it's kicking all over the place. Especially the Scar H, I had a hard time wrestling that gun down to finally get some things on it that would actually work. But for the meantime, I switched over to Recon just because of how well I ended Battlefield with the Recon class. I ended Battlefield 4 with on a good note with the Recon class. So I decided this guy was on. I will not say it was easy, because it was not easy. It took me a long time to get used to the bullet drop. It took me a long time to get used to sniping against guys who can actually affect me from across the map now with a rifle. And across the map is not really a far distance on this game. I believe the highest headshot I've gained on here was probably somewhere around the 272 feet headshot. And it was a pretty good distance across the map on the map Riptide. Right now we're on the map Derail. And the first map that you saw was Dust Bowl. Next map following this will be Riptide, that you'll see some gameplay on. But this R700 sniper rifle, it's a new sniper rifle, and I love all the new sniper iterations to the game. The R700, the AWS, which by far is one of my favorite sniper rifles for some long range sniping.
I got one.
The R700 I typically use on maps like this that I normally would use the Scout Elite. The Scout Elite has a high fire rate, and it's a pretty good sniper rifle, but it has some bullet drop to it. The R700 can make up for that bullet drop that the Scout Elite loses at. But the thing is, with the R700, it can't put out bullets as fast as the Scout Elite. So it just all comes down to preference at times. But typically, I thought I would normally choose the R700 over the Scout Elite because it takes just a little bit more skill slightly. And since the shots may come out a little bit slower when you're going up against the guys using the Scout Elite, it makes for an interesting battle. Though most of the time I tend to lose just because he can get out his second shot a little bit faster before I can even get my bolt action, before I can finish going through my bolt action animation. Now here I am proud to show you guys knife. At first I didn't even notice it, but the second I did, I quickly barged into the way this police baton. And this is my first ever knife on Battlefield Hardline. Knife animations on here, I must say, are pretty brutal, and look for a new one or a few new ones in each of my videos. I think you guys out here that love using the knife are definitely going to love it on this game, and just be happy, because I'm happy that they took out counter knifing on this game. I really wanted to share that for those of you that did not know. But the knifing is basically the same as it was on Battlefield 3. You can swing at them with it, instead of it just going into a counter knife animation, you'll just be swinging at them with the knife instead. You can actually get a headshot with the knife and it'll one-shot them. I've actually done it quite a few times on here. You just swinging it once at their head and they'll just fall down that easy. and you can actually get away with a panic knife on here if they're low on the belt at times. But overall, I must say I'm really glad that they got rid of that, and now I can get back to using the knife the way it's supposed to be used. Because I'm pretty sure right there, with that guy, if this were Battlefield 4,
Right there.
he probably would have just turned around and it would have sent me into that silly counter knife animation. And I would have just had a little sad face. Well, let's talk about the sidearm over here. The sidearm that I'm using right now is 93 Raptor, and I'll be showing you a few more in my next upcoming videos. But they're really, really reliable. I can go up against guys at full health and have faith in myself that I'm actually going to kill them. Previous Battlefield games, I didn't feel as though I could do that. I never used my sidearm. I mean, just think about it. If you've seen my previous videos, you can notice that I never used the sidearm. But on here, I'm not afraid to use it. But overall, guys, that's the end of my first Battlefield Hardline video. Stay tuned for more and let me know what you think of this in the comments section below. And I'll see you in the next one.
Took out armed suspect.